Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of Arkham Horror the card game, In Too Deep, the Mythos pack. Arkham Horror the card game is a cooperative deck construction game for 1 to 2 players to take 60 to 120 minutes for ages 14 plus. Howdy y'all, thank you for joining me today for this unboxing of Arkham Horror the card game, the In Too Deep Mythos pack. As you can see, these things go about $15. This is pack number 1 and scenario 3 for the Innsmouth conspiracy, or Innsmouth, however you want to say that. It lets you know that there's 60 fixed cards with new player cards designed to augment the existing decks, and that you can play this with Innsmouth or in part of the campaign or as a standalone. Nice thing about Fantasy Flight is they like to put these little scan codes on there. If you scan it with your phone, this QR code, it'll let you know what's inside. Of course, we're about to see what's inside as we do this opening. There's a little sticker here. I usually remember to open that. I forgot this time. So let me use my handy dandy serrated object to do that. And then y'all get to watch me fumble around with this for a little bit, as I usually have problems getting this open. There we go. All right. So inside should be a pack of cards usually. And then you want to look underneath this flap. It's usually more noticeable in the Arkham, but with all these like data or Mythos or hero packs, usually they have the little book tucked up underneath there. And with these, what I've noticed they do is they fold basically a book into, so it can fit inside of there. So you can unfold that out, and then it folds into a book so you can know everything. All right, so it lets you know right off the bat, here's the story that's going on. It's In Too Deep. It lets you know it's scenario 3. There's a story for it, the scenario setup, the new rules about barriers. I'll try not to go over too much on this, just so that it kind of can be a surprise if you're playing it, but more setup, and then the do not read so you can know how about the story. All right, let's bust into this pack of cards, see what's inside. I will not read over every single card, but I will kind of like give you a number and kind of stop, a number of how many are in there, and kind of stop and where you can pause and maybe read the card. But right off the bat, we have some cards to maybe add into the hero deck. And I always notice this, it's going to be kind of hard to see on this one, it's not as bad. But for some reason, they've been getting really poor on their quality of cards, as far as like, this has a little bit, I'd say it's like lightly played already, straight out of the package. But I've seen some that are really moderate, almost heavily played. It just got scuffs usually. Like there's one video I definitely hit some scuffs. But this one you can already see right off the bat, it's got some light play on it already. All right, so right off the bat, we have Riot Whistle here for the Guardian. There's 2 of them. And the reason there should be 2 of them, it's a new card, and they want to give you enough to be able to have it in your deck if you want to or not. Righteous Hunt, 2 of them. Sacred Covenant, they only have 1 of. And we got Eldritch Sophist, 2 of. Stirring Up Trouble, 2 of. Blasphemous Covenant, 1 of. Breaking and Entering, 2 of. Skeptic, 2 of. False Covenant. Armageddon, 2 of. Eye of Chaos, 2 of. Shroud of Shadows, 2 of. Paradoxical Covenant. Mariner's Compass, 2 of. Ancient Covenant, 1 of. Then this should be the scenario cards basically. In Too Deep, it shows you it's the easy and the standard and what the tokens do if you're playing that mode. And then we got hard and expert and what the tokens do. Then we have the agenda, barricaded streets. And it lets you know, chased by deep ones on the back. Relentless tide. Pursued by townsfolk. Looks like we're going to be messing with grizzly fish here, as I like to call them. Flooded streets. Closing in. Rage of the deep. Swallowed by the sea. And then we have our act, Through the Labyrinth, Out of Town. And then we have our locations, and these are always the ones I have the most trouble keeping in camera, so bear with me if you see me just a little off. Esoteric Order of Dagon. And there's the back. Sawbone Alley. And the back. Shoreward Slums. And the back. House on Water Street. And the back. Innsmouth Jail. And the back. I'm assuming we're going to have a lot of locations as we saw in the book. New Church Green. And the back. The Little Bookshop. Fish Street Bridge. First National Grocery. Innsmouth Harbor. Innsmouth Square. Gilman House. Marsh Refinery. Railroad Station. Desolate Coastline. All right, now we get into the actual, can't think of what the deck's called right now, but these would basically be shuffling into it to make it. We have the Innsmouth Shoggoth, Ravager from the Deep, 2 of those, Emerging Deep one, 3 of those, Deep One Invasion, Pulled Back, 2 of those, Inundated, 3 of those, and then 2 Joe Sargent. So basically it looks like an ally. Oh no, I'm sorry, only 1 Joe Sargent. An ally you can pick up. Oh no, he might just be a bad guy. Usually I see that, I just think that's what it is, but nope. Teachings of the Order. This is something that looks like you could add to your deck. But, all right. Definitely need to get this one more to the table than I normally do. We'll definitely try to get those on camera. Thank you for watching and have a great day.